So for this video, we are going to be working on creating space by making a foreground and a background. We're going to put things on certain places on our paper. That's called positioning. We're going to work with size, drawing things bigger if they're close to us, drawing them smaller if they're farther away, and we're going to work on overlapping. I'm going to start my artwork by drawing a big, low curved line right at the bottom of my paper. That is going to be part of my foreground. It's part of the objects that are closest to me. So they are bigger, they're in the foreground, and they are placed right at the bottom. Next, I'm going to draw a nice big circle there. On top of this circle, I'm going to draw another slightly smaller curve. And then on top of that, another slightly smaller curve. And then over here, I'm going to draw a small circle, a small curve, and then right back here, I'm going to draw a small circle, smaller curve, smallest curve. Now, I actually think I'm going to erase that one. Don't draw that one. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to really put in my background by drawing a horizon line. And that's going to be a line that goes right across the whole page. But when I draw it, I want to make sure that I am making some overlapping. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw my horizon line so that it goes behind my snow people. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go straight across and stop when I hit my snowman's head. And then I'm going to pick it back up on the other side. And I'm going to stop. And then pick it back up on the other side. Boom. There. Now, we have a foreground. This is all the space in the front. We've got a background. That's all this space back here. We have placed a large object here at the bottom, and we've placed a smaller object at the top of the paper, so it's further away. We've drawn a big curve here, medium-ish size snow person here, and a smaller one here. So this snowman is closer than this one, and this snowman's the closest of them all. And we've got a little overlapping. This snowman is in front of our horizon line, and this snowman is also in front of our horizon line. Now, what we can do is really add some more details. So this snow person is at the very front, and they are, well, this is actually the top of their head. So what is usually on the top of a snowman's head? Usually a hat, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the brim of the hat first. And it's going to be a little curved line that goes all the way across and just a little curve at the top. See right there? So that's going to be the top of the brim. And then I'm going to go right here at the end of this line and I'm going to curve it down. just like that. Curve it down, and I drew it all the way to the edge of the paper there. Now we can draw a soft curve, goes up and then back down. And this is going to be a winter hat, and those winter hats, they are, well, they're kind of floppy and lumpy, and so if your line's not perfectly smooth, that's okay. Now what I'm going to do is add, maybe a little tasseled pom-pom to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some little wavy bumps. Remember, it's a floppy little funky hat, so it's definitely not going to be a perfectly smooth line, right? And I'm going to add a little bit of fluffy pom-pom hat texture just by drawing some little curved lines, almost like little rainbow lines to my pom-pom. Now this line where it's the top of my snowman's head, I could, if I wanted to, I could erase that if I'm drawing with a pencil. But if you're not drawing with a pencil and you can't erase it, you can just color over that. You can decide, well, maybe I did draw a line here and I can't erase it, but if I colored this whole hat like a dark purple, it would hide that line real easy. Or, you see how there's that other line in my brim? I could take that line and I could turn it into a pattern. So I could take this line and I can just repeat it like that. And now it looks like my hat has a line pattern on it. Okay, so there's the hat of my snowman closest to us. Let's put a hat on this snow person. All right, so I'm going to draw a curved line just below the top. And I'm going to make another curved line right above it. And I'm going to connect these two lines just like that. Again, I'm not going to worry about that headline that's going through the middle. I can erase it if I want to. But if I can't erase it, you can just pick a nice dark color and color right over it. And then we can give this guy, maybe he's got a floppy folded over hat. So I'm going to go up, over, and down. And then I'm going to go back up, just like that. And then I'm going to make a line that goes right in the middle to the bottom of the brim. You can add a little pom-pom to this one too if you want. And you can add some fluff texture. I like adding some line pattern to create some texture. Now we can add some line patterns for the brim of this hat. And now, because this snowman is the furthest away, guess what? He's going to have a tiny little hat, right? Size. Changing the size of your objects is a quick way to make space in your artwork. So I'm going to draw that curved line again, right below the top of my snowman's head. Another little curved line right above the snowman's head. Connect the two ends. Maybe this one just has a regular pointy hat. Fluffy pom-pom necessary. And then I can just add my line pattern to the brim there. Now the cool thing is you could really add some more sense of space to your artwork by adding more details to your background. You could add some small houses in the background. You could add some small mountains in the background. Remember, whatever you draw in the background, it has to be small because it's the furthest away. You'll also know that everything in your background is going to be at the top of your paper because that is where the background is. And we can add more details to our snowman. I'm going to finish up mine, and I can't wait to see yours.